Today we're doing something a little bit different. In order to continue our story, we have to do the Crystal Tower series or something like that. It's a series of quests. We did half of it a while ago. And I don't actually remember too much about it, but we were kind of learning the history of A Realm Reborn, kind of the past and how we got to this moment in the story, I think. And hopefully I'll be able to do this without too much waiting around in the dungeon queue. But I'm not quite sure how it's actually going to work. I don't know too much about it, so this might be one of those episodes where you find out that I have no idea how MMOs work, as I'm sure has been repeatedly obvious again and again, but I am excited to see where this goes, so let's do it. The Legacy of Alag, which I don't know what Alag is. Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. On the map. No, I'm not. I need to go this way. So I kind of know what we're doing, but I'm just hoping it's not too complicated to do by myself, because y'all know. Y'all already know. I can't imagine y'all don't understand my problems that I always seem to have, but I think hopefully it will go okay. And if it doesn't seem to work out, then obviously there will be a huge time jump in this episode, because I will do the Crystal Tower series for my Buy Me a Coffee supporters, and I will come back to this video elsewhere, because my Buy Me a Coffee supporters do get their own special video every 2 months. So this might be a good one to do for them and potentially with them, if I can't seem to do it right now, but gotta try it to find out. So I guess I'm just fighting stuff. Still, I am very unclear on this quest line. I can't really remember at all what it was. Because I know the Sahagin, like we fought the Sahagin before. Okay. Yeah, I generally don't really know what's going on. Maybe, I don't know. Because that quest doesn't show up on my quest list on the side. Okay. I'm also getting an adapter for my PS5 to connect to my computer so I can record it. Very exciting. I'm really hoping I can make it work ASAP as soon as it comes in, because I have Final Fantasy VII, the remake, and I really want to play it. And I have another Final Fantasy that I can't remember that I think would be really fun to play. A samurai. Let's see the samurai first. Not to get sidetracked. Oh my gosh. You're so cool. Okay, but I'm really excited to play some Final Fantasy games, so you guys should let me know what games I should play. I also want to play Marvel Rivals because I'm a really big fan of that game, and I'm not very good, but I do like to play a lot, and I think it could be fun. So let me know what you guys think about that, because I'm really excited to be able to play more games, and it's all thanks to my Buy Me a Coffee supporters that I'm able to do that, and everyone who watches these videos. So obviously, it's, I hate to be sappy, but you guys really did help me do that, and I'm so excited to do it because I think that's so much fun. So, okay, who's the freak I need to talk to? I don't know. Maybe you? Who's here? Sid! I didn't know this is where you posted up. Are you the quest? Oh, maybe it is. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? Apparently I have these crystals for you. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You've done well, Willith. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharik, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanalin. The latter in Nadalin, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Korthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I'd look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Okay. Okay, so I am doing the right thing. Why can I not see this quest? Oh, maybe it's just not one that I've selected. I just keep flying around places. That's okay. Maybe I should have done this earlier. I don't really know the way that quest works, but I do think it's cool that, like, this game is set up so you can't progress the main story until you've kind of seen more backstory. I think that's important to this game because this game is so story heavy. Like, the story is so crafted, you know? And so you want to make sure that you know what's going on, because I think it definitely makes it harder to enjoy if you don't quite understand the story. So I think playing all the quests and things like that are really important, obviously. I don't know. Am I just saying something redundant? Sometimes I say things and I'm like, I'm sure everyone else also kind of feels this way, so I don't know. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood. What can I say? Sometimes you just have to be that way. Sometimes you have to fly on a motorcycle in the sky in Final Fantasy and just be yourself, you know? Wow, I really thought these were going to be dungeons, but I was very wrong. I don't know why I assumed they would be, but I really am thinking of the Crystal Tower thing. Like, that is a real series of dungeons that I did, but I didn't do all of them. So I think my question is, like, I thought that was this, but this is something different that I don't even remember starting, to be honest. So I think my confusion is all my own fault, and I'm sure by this, even though I've only been recording for like 10 minutes, I'm sure that in the video, people are already commenting, being like, Lindsay, you're wrong. That's why you're confused. This is not that quest series at all. Like, girl, it's not a dungeon. So, sorry. I know. You guys are so helpful in the comments, and I'm always, like, clueless. I promise I am not this clueless. I don't know what happens to me when I play video games, but I lose so many brain cells. Lilith, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Apparently, yes. Wasn't hard at all. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. It is the Crystal Tower! Okay. Alas, there's another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must need to be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. What do I need? If the flawless crystals you procured for us are yet to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seems the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. And you know what? I bet when I go there, Serendipity will be like, please help us get aether sand. Ah, Mistress Leaf, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Please just give me the etheric sand. Of course, it's not that simple. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Konak? What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Raster Rambros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you're welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jemime over the... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Ooh. Oh, it's Biggs! Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? You're saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2. Hey, Biggs. It's nice to see you. Lilith, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Actually, that's my aether sand. Well, now that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Mm-hmm. It's mine for my friend, so we can do the crystal towers. Well, I can't deny the Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else. Well, I say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? It's mine, though. Well, I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech. Duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? I'm sorry, Biggs. But I need all 4 too. Maybe we could work together somehow. All right, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanolin who, very occasionally, hands the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanolin without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Aw, that's cute. Head out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? I, Wedge, thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Well, that's okay. Oh, the adventurer. Are you the one working for Wedge? Seem cool. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a lawless felon lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forgot what it's called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised. Alarms? Rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and have not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. It is just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amalja mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up to him by now. I don't think so. I'm gonna go save Wedge. It's no problem to me. He's my friend. How can I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair, it's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm gonna die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Surprise. I'm sorry. Please, don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. It's just me, Wedge. I came to get you. Willa, is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you spell fear? Actually, ignore that spell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happened, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes, and one looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my... Oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. Well, I'll help you find it. You'll find the Aether Sand in my stead? Yeah, technically Biggs is gonna give it to me, so. Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Willith. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Great, now I gotta kill more people. Oh, there it is. Found it! Willith, have you had any luck locating the Aether Sand? Yeah, it was literally like right over there. Yes, that's it! I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problems can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any adventure worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that Aether Sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Willith. I like Wedge, he's so fun. James. You look like your name is James. I don't mean that in any certain way, I just mean that you look like a James. Okay, I have two.
Willith, you've returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some Aether Sand. Tell me, which variety did you find?
I have fire and earth. We're not the Avatar yet, but we are close.
I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set work immediately. I have not seen Sid in so long I don't remember how his voice was. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but Aether Sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Well, I had some help at least for part of it. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Yeah. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Willith has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Sure. Took me long enough, I'm sure. I think I started these quests a long time ago. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gardania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parcel Montre, the master of the markets in Gardania. If anyone knows where Aether Sand might be bought, it is he. That's easy. That's my home. Parcel Montre. Yes. I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspective variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time,
Farewell. All right, time to go fight this hog.
That's fine. I've fought worse. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Hello? No. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least. You'll have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. Don't tell me where to squint. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aether sand to you. The wind-touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixil in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from the lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Who is that? Oh my gosh, I'm so curious. I want to meet them. I need to know who you are.
The aether sand. I hope I get to meet that person. Are they cool? Of course. Or are they gonna steal it out from under me while I fight these guys?
Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of aether sand slipped my mind.
I don't believe you.
I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans.
What the heck do you mean? It's the aether! He left it for me? That's so sweet. And weird and strange.
Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into aether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer.
I really want to see you.
Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, until I saw you in action. Such deeds must be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine.
Who are you? I want to know who he is so bad. Well, I say he, but I don't know that. I literally don't know anything, and I want to.
What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives?
Actually, I have both.
You've brought both. I should have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately.
Will I get to meet this person?
There, that should do the trick.
Whoa. Nice job.
Excellent work, and we now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Willith here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Alligans' front door. Right? You can't go without us, Chief.
It's Biggs and Wedge.
Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Alligan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged unto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed?
Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology?
Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, and have near doomed ours. Twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. Hee hee hee. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Who are you? Hello? A person. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Ah! It's a cat. Let's see. A cat guy! Hi! You seem cool. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? And we both use bows! I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Grahatia. I hope I'm saying that right. One of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Of course I will. He helped me get the Aether Sand. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. What's Noah? Noah? Yeah, that is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the sons of Saint Konak, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. An Archmagus? I like the sound of that. They're friends. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Let's do it! Yeah! Squad. Ready. Yay! Another group of adventurers for me to be friends with. I think I've seen Grahatia somewhere before. Was it like... I don't know where. I'm so much taller than him. Did I see him in promotional material or something? Maybe so. Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Allag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly benefit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Okay. We did it! Kind of. Well, we're almost there. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Oh, interesting. It's very cool. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is Palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 alms of the tower's inner reaches.
Ooh, let's see him be cool. Ah.
No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the things. It's my job to see they work.
I'm sure it will. Boom. It works. They broke. Kind of a shame to destroy them, but like, it's necessary.
Success. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs.
Oh, do I get to do one? I want to do one. Blue.
No more blue.
I hope you don't turn out to be a bad guy. Oh, no, you're not here to steal the power. I hope you're here to help us for real. Last one.
This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right.
Okay. I got this. I hope it works. Yay! We can get to the crystal tower. But so can everyone else, so we need to hurry. Haha, we did it! So much for the outer defenses.
Indeed. The entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Willith and a handpicked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. I knew it was a dungeon! They tricked me, they did all those quests ahead of time, and I was like, oh, this is a quest line with no dungeon. But I was right. There's always a dungeon. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Willith here fits that description better than anyone I know. Thanks. And it is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Willith and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, Historian Grahatia. Bah! Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Ahem. Willith, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the palace of hostile elements. When you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to support upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Willith.
Thanks. I guess. Am I ready to do this right now? Do I have time? Do I have the wherewithal? Labyrinth of the Ancients now accessible. For alliances, This duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance. A squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties. This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. While you are in an alliance, the class job icons and HP bars of alliance members will appear. By joining forces with other parties, you can achieve that which would be impossible. Okay, I do really want to do that, but not right now. But I do want to do that, but I have now unlocked my main quest, so I am going to go do my main quest. But that's really cool, but that's so many people. 24, and all of us have to work together. I wonder how that works. Because that's just a lot of people to like all be achieving one goal, which probably makes it way easier, obviously, but I'm interested. I've been in a party of, I've been in at least one dungeon that had quite a few people, if I remember correctly, but I don't know if I've ever, I doubt I've been in a party of 24. So that's definitely something I should try out soon. Let me know if you want to see that, because I think it'd be really cool. Oh, I haven't unlocked the main quest. It's still red. But I thought it was done because the thing right here disappeared. And that was there to show me, like, here's the quest you need to do. But maybe I do just need to do the dungeon. Yeah. I need to complete the quest. I think that's probably the last quest I need to complete. Or maybe I need to do the entire Crystal Tower, which I don't exactly know. But maybe I have to do this in order to meet Grahatia. Because I have a feeling he's part of our group. He's going to be a Scion. If that makes sense to everybody. Okay, well, I mean, we're back where we started, kind of. But, yeah, I think next episode will be the dungeon. So I'll have to figure out how to get that all put together. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm really excited to meet a new person that I feel like is going to be kind of a main character. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.